with
Are
some
they?
sort of nightlight type thing, where they can see in the dark. What are they? Black
Oh, like
lights?
Ultra V or
Yeah. It's
Now,
UV?
like the ones
Yeah,
they use for hunting and things like that. Because
that's
it's
so
not a normal
creepy.
spectrum of light. And I've thought, like, because it's been going on for a couple of years now, and I have a sociopath ex, not just a
Yeah.
psychopath. He's the full blown sociopath.
are these like small dots, or are there lots of them? How
No, no, no. This is massive, like, and the beam goes right through the whole room.
so you can see it
Yeah.
like a
And you
direct.
can, yeah, you can see what sort of direction sometimes, but then other times you're like, where is this coming from?
Yeah. It's like too bright. It's like, why are your headlights shining in my freaking living room?
Yeah, but it's not like a white light. So it doesn't show up on a normal, and you only notice it, the light, when you turn off all the lights, and everyone who's even stayed here has said there are lights going through the house, and it freaks everybody out.
Well, just so you know, right? I I know it's a bit out there to say it, right? But I was sitting in my room one day, right? And I was like, I looked in the corner and I swear I saw like a red flash. Like a little red
Yeah, you
flash
get
of a
them
light.
too. You get little red
Okay, I
dots.
want to share with
Yeah, you know what I said? I was like, God,
before you freak out.
there's not much I
Hey,
can
sorry.
do.
No, Jenny wants to say
Yeah, I'm
something.
sorry.
Okay,
Okay.
so there is hang on, let me find it. Let me pull it up. I'll bring up a simulation. There is this condition that most people do not know that they may have, and it can cause some interesting visual effects. Now, does that mean that you can put whatever meaning you want on these, and it might not even be
Yeah.
this? But I want to show you something because is it this one here? Okay, I'll bring up this one. All right. So the reason I'm showing you this is because it can create exactly what you're describing, and it's happening en masse with people. I think that it's
Oh.
those types of it comes along with trauma. It's going to happen to people who also have things like fibromyalgia, traumas and things.
Yeah, that's nerve damage.
Well, that's
Right.
nice to know because I was afraid I was on one of those black market sites getting filmed for a bloody year.
Well, look at it first.
Messed up.
Just look at it
Well,
first.
look at it.
Now, what happened to me is that I thought I was seeing electricity or energy or the ether around me, and I could see small orbs and flashes and things. Okay, and it turns out I have this condition. So it happens after traumas. It's an alteration that takes place in the brain. So now this is a simulation, so everyone's it could be a little bit different. But if you watch this and this seems like what you have, then this might be what it is. If not, we'll look at something else. But this is just an idea.
Okay.
Oops. Okay, so let me push play out. It's not very long, so I'll just share it with you.
This syndrome is a recently discovered neurological disorder.
Okay, hang on. Let me slow it down because I was listening to a lecture.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do that too.
Okay, let me just say before you press play that don't let any kind of gaslighting come in because a lot of this shit is gaslighting.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, don't believe gaslighting.
Okay.
But press
Yeah,
play,
but I've
and then I'll comment after.
crap from it.
Okay. Well, it was just me. I found this just in response to now. To me, I still have my own ideas of why I'm able to see it, right? But nonetheless, I have some of these experiences. So when I found this, it made sense a little.
Okay.
It is characterized by flickering dots across your entire field of vision. The dots are
No,
like
it's
snow
not
or
flickering
like
dot.
static. Very little was known about the visual snow syndrome until the late 2010s. It is still not clear how common it is or what causes it, but some studies suggest that it may be related to problems with one or more parts of the brain. Some researchers think that for some people, visual snow might go unnoticed, but in some, it can be debilitating and can affect their quality of life. Symptoms. The main symptom of this syndrome is the persistent flickering of dots across a person's entire field of vision. Visual snow is usually black and white, but can also be flashing, colored, or transparent. About 75% of people with visual snow syndrome report light sensitivity, impaired night vision, and seeing an after image of objects after they are gone. They also experience visual changes originating from within the eye. This causes floaters in both eyes, bright flashes of lights, blue field entopic phenomenon, in which they see squiggly lines when looking into bright blue areas like the sky.
I don't see
Causes.
squiggly
The cause is still largely unknown.
Okay.
No,
That's not the okay, that's not the one that's got
no,
the
like I can look at my ceiling in the complete dark while I'm laying in bed, right? And you
Uh-huh.
can see light move across the ceiling.
Yeah, no, that's yeah.
So one part of the ceiling will light up, and then it'll go
That one
across.
was a good one. Let me find a better one. There is a one
And
that
like,
do an actual like simulation.
still talking about the lights,
Oh.
because multiple people have seen them,
I see something outside of it.
and you'd think it's coming from outside, like someone's standing out there pointing lights in here. But it's
Okay.
it's every night. It's every night.
Yeah.
They don't take a night off. No one could do that.
Yeah.
They have to have something set up, or it's something else.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna say, when I'm in my car driving around, and I got great tunes bumping, and I'm like happy as hell. There'll be a light in my car that can't come from anywhere. So it's not shining a light in my car. I'm driving. I'm cruising around.
Yeah.
So the light comes from above me, and then people are like, "Why are you driving around with your light on?" I'm like, I literally don't have any kind of real light on. This light, it comes from home. It comes from the ether. It's not an
That's
actual
what it's
light.
like. It's just, yep, that's what it's like. It's
It's a home beam or something. I don't know how to describe it, but people are like, "Oh, it was like dark out and you're driving around with your light on." I'm like, "No, this is not a car light. This is a light from the ether." Because we need to like piss them off or highlight something or whatever. So for me, I put on a good tune, drive around, just so they'd like go and get pissed off enough to look at my profile or get pissed enough to listen to that song, because there wasn't an actual light on in my car. It was a home light. It was it's from the ether. And I can't lie about this shit anymore. Or hide it anymore. But that's where it is. Like sometimes you'll be sitting in your room and all of a sudden, pshong, why is there a light in my room? Oh, because you're thinking something right, or you need to send a message or whatever. But it's actually physically visible to people without being an actual light.
Yeah.
It's an ether light.
Because like I've had people stay over here and they've left in the middle of the night because they can't take it anymore. They're so scared.
And they should be like feel the safest they've ever felt. That's the weird part. It's like now you should feel safe, not scared. Well, I guess unless they have a guilty conscience, maybe.
Well, that could be the reason, definitely. Yeah, they weren't people that I should have had around here, definitely.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely. I asked
because everybody that's ever stayed here, then I know these people should never have stayed here. They've all got scared and freaked out, and everybody that's even come here and spent time here,
it's a great filter.
Had a supernatural experience.
Yeah. But it's a great filter because it gets rid of the sketch bags, and then
it does.
Then the people with a clean conscience are like, "Whoa, this is freaking awesome! Wow, this is so great."
You get that too. Like a lot of people come here and go, "Wow, it's such a beautiful feeling in this place." But the sketch bags, they say the exact opposite.
Yeah, they're trying to like turn people away.
Step on the property. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, they're trying to turn people away because they have a guilty conscience. But anyone with good vibes would be like embraced by your property.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Woohoo, party time!"
Yeah, that's so trippy. Holy shit, that's
Yeah,
trippy.
it's just the truth, man. That's like my house. I actually asked for like protection. I was like, okay, anyone who dislikes me will be like sketched right out and they'll leave. And anyone with good vibes will be like, oh my god, I love it here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's trippy, Lala. I always felt that we had, and I've always seen it all my life, like angels around this place protecting it.
Absolutely. Like when I was in that explosion, like I burned a bunch of Bibles because they have a lot of good things in there that are written in our hearts, but there was also a bunch of control agendas, government
Yeah.
agendas injected in there. So I burned all these Bibles after I learned Hebrew and read it myself and translated myself. And there was like a massive explosion, and we didn't have an ash on us. There was no ashes. There was like shrapnel all over the yard, but no ashes. So I was like, okay, we're definitely protected. I can start spewing out my shit and blah blah blah. But it's the same thing. It's like people with bad vibes, they won't want to come around. They'll be like steer the other way. They'll be like, ooh, it's creeping me out. So oops.
That makes sense now. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these people I thought were my friends, but they weren't. And I know that now that they're not. But that makes sense that they were so freaked out at this place. Like, even Sam's dad and his brother both had supernatural experiences multiple times in this house.
Do you
And
think
said
that's from
they'd seen
you?
my brother. I don't know. They actually said they thought it was my brother or my father. They actually saw them. I actually saw them and described how they were standing. And I just went, oh, fuck. That's them.
Right.
Like, we've got a real standout way we stand because of being so tall, and we lean into one hip and the other leg goes out to the side. And if we've got our arms crossed in front, whoa, it's a look, it's a look. It's not a good look.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a good look, but oh no. If we're given that stern look and looking down through our eyebrows,
Mm-hmm.
watch out.
Melissa's in the chat.
She's run away.
Where'd you go, girl?
I know, she's in the ether.
She's in the ether. That's a good one.
But that does, because with the lights, I know it's not me. And I know it's not just me that sees them. And
Yeah,
the
that's
only,
the only idea I can come up with. So after that, you're on your own. If it
I
ain't
could only
that.
think of things like, well, when my son was taken away, by the state, there were certain people involved in that were kind of on our side and trying to help us. Now,
Yeah.
they were very slow with the way they said it even. They're like, be very careful. Your walls have eyes and ears.
Mm.
And whoa, that always plays in the back of my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had to have been, spied on to that level for people to have did what they did.
Sure.
And it's just wow. So yeah, I've got that fear that I am being spied on. always. And like, even since this week, all my mates are going, oh, see, she's a target, she's a target, she's a target. And I'm a target because where I live, everybody
So
else wants
true.
it. Yeah. All my life, people have tried to get rid of me because of where I live and the
Right.
jealousy of where I live. And I'm the most simple person, and I've never had anything except where I live.
Right.
And I love where I live, and it's not worth all this money that people think it's worth. To me, it's worth so much more. Money couldn't
Priceless.
even. Priceless. No amount of money could give me what this land gives me.
Right.
And, like, there's no amount of money could make me sacrifice this land either.
Right. Right.
Right? I want this land to still be here for my kids and their kids and their kids.
Exactly.
I want them to know what I have known, how beautiful, to see the animals I see, to do the things. If I let that be all turned into little fucking 401 metre square house blocks, that's gone forever.
Yep. Hang
You
on
know,
as long as you can.
exactly. That's precious. Everybody's too busy trying to rip things down and put their thing up. It's only going to fall down again anyway. Why bother?
Sorry, Melissa. I didn't see you drop out again.
Hi, guys.
I I have the rainbow wheel of death going on over here, so I had to get on my phone. My computer's all shot to crap.
Mm.
Well, we'll be fine. Like, I was literally doing like a interview with the FBI the other day. Well, FBI whistleblowers. And they got cut off like mid-sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So what we got to do is what I keep telling everyone is all the people with integrity have to stay in their jobs and
Yeah.
push out the ones who lack integrity.
I'm having
So
trouble, Carla, with even like going to work, wanting to be a part of that ever again.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
struggling with the whole, make money, bullshit.
Oh yeah, it's like complete baloney. But we have like so many people in really, really high places on our side now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I did this interview the other day with like James O'Keefe, who is friends with Robert Kennedy Jr.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to have an interview last week, but it got canceled at the last minute. But oh, who's got tunes? But we're rescheduling. We're rescheduling because what we're doing right now is uniting both sides. So everyone's gonna be like, "Holy crapples, it's time to unite!" And we have a lot of plans to unite everybody globally. And I'm trying to make the app, but basically we're going to be united globally, and we're going to get rid of the politics. We'll still have public service. We'll have all the shit we need, but without people exploiting us and with no extortion.
That's right.
For that.
What you guys saying over there? I can't hear you.
Oh, my son's trying to steal marijuana off me.
Understandable.
I'm trying to be quiet and sly, okay?
I'm a good boy. I don't know what that is.
It's all good. We're not going to judge.
Oh, that's one thing. I definitely am going to go to a doctor now just to get a referral. Because now in Australia you're allowed to get it legally. And I don't want to buy it illegally anymore.
We should never. Nothing should be illegal. That's what
That
pisses me
is
off.
exactly likewise. And I should be able to
Yeah.
grow up my own backyard so I know how it's growing and it's healthy because
Yeah.
I really don't trust this stuff that they're pumping out through the
I
government.
know, right? Like
Yeah,
all
they're going to
this.
be fucking with that in some way. That can't be
Yeah.
right.
All this illegal baloney is such a freaking disgusting
Yeah.
But you know
abomination.
they're going to control those
Yeah.
dispensaries. Those are
Oh, big
still
time.
a big
Exactly.
They're no
DMA
different than being.
DMO.
Yeah, it might as well be on the pharmaceutical crap.
Right.
Joni, you're so right. No one has any right to exploit a plant or
Right.
deny a plant. It's like, hi, I could grow all my hemp seeds today, but some idiot wants to control it. So our job at this time in life, and I know it looks like the USA is the only thing, but we have to keep the focus on like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and all these people.
Yeah.
They're the only ones listening to me because we have to join together both sides and
Yeah.
focus on the fact that no one's God. No one has a right to deny us from growing a plant.
No one has the right to do all these things to us.
None of it. They're not
No.
God. It's God's
No.
green earth. It is not their green earth. So all these little freaking committees and
like Joni and I were saying earlier, we all police ourselves, and they've trained everybody to police everybody else.
Yeah, it's like,
But
get
we
the
all
fuck
police
out of
ourselves.
here.
We pull ourselves up the moment we fuck up. Internally, you're constantly pulling yourself up.
Yeah, and
That's
like
who you are.
we need to remove this duress.
Yeah.
Society is under duress, and we need to remove the duress. And my biggest hashtag is like from duress to inspiration. When we start going under inspiration instead of duress, society is going to be so freaking kick-ass.
Yeah.
Everyone
big time.
starts being creative and inspired and collaborating. We'll have our free energy. We'll have like kick-ass gardening. We won't have to worry about grocery stores or any of that shit. I'm like, we gotta like convert all the grocery stores into like dance party land because we're not gonna need them anymore.
No.
Yeah, we'll be like giving each other shit for free. I'm like, I have like 500 tomatoes right now. I don't want it to go bad. I'm just gonna pass them out to my entire neighborhood because I don't want these tomatoes going bad.
Yeah. And that's what it's
Yeah.
like. It wouldn't matter if you only grew one tomato plant.
Yeah.
You'll produce too many for yourself.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd
But
rather
it's
just
one
give
day.
this shit out for free. I don't need
Absolutely.
money. We just need food. We don't need freaking money for anything.
No.
Money is the first papers, please.
Yeah.
Papers, please. No, I'd rather just give out all my tomatoes for free. And my freaking Bertha freaking chicken lays 5 million eggs. I can't eat all that shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather just give it out to my neighborhood. And then my neighbor grows like really good freaking like hot peppers or some shit. And he's in the same boat as me. He's like, I got 5 million hot peppers. I'm just going to give them away.
Yeah.
So that's why my quantum financial weaning, I'm trying to wean society from needing money.
Yeah.
So we can get back to going, I have an abundance of this. I'm just going to give it away, pay it
Yeah.
forward. And when we all start paying it forward, no one's going to lack anything. So this is going to be like, oh, no one has low self-esteem anymore because we're all matter. Everyone matters. Oh, what happened to their gaslighting and low self-esteem? That's going to go out the window.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we can't
Yeah.
control people anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're getting close. We're getting really close.
I think so.
Yeah.
Hey
Everyone's
guys,
finally uniting.
I'm gonna leave you in here. I'm gonna go to bed because it's
Okay.
4:30 in the morning, and so I'm going to go to bed. But
Oh,
I'll leave you guys
shitballs,
in
I'm
here.
sorry.
No, don't be.
Okay.
So you guys can hang out, and this is on. It's not live, but it is recording. So if if you get in a good conversation, you can have the link there to go back and
Yeah,
pull out
sweet.
whatever you might want. And then when you guys
Okay.
are done, you can just leave and you can end it if you want, or I'll end it tomorrow when I get up.
Okay, Jonah, you're a rock star.
I
Thank
know,
you.
so they say.
Thank you. You let drunk Melissa in on a live. That's
I
rock
love
star
you,
status.
Have
Love
fun.
it.
I'll talk to you
Sweet
tomorrow.
dreams, Jamie.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good,
Bye-bye.
love. Thank you.
Yeah.
Aw, that's like the most beautiful picture right now. I already miss her voice. I miss her voice, Joni.
Isn't her voice the best?
Yeah, she's so fun. Before I knew she was a comedian, I kind of suspected it. I was like,
Yeah.
what? I think she was a freaking comedian.
She's got
'Cause
that quick wit.
yeah, so true, so true. Yeah, it's funny. Most of my friends are bar owners, comedians, actors, and musicians. So I really suspected the comedian part.
So they're
Not gonna lie.
all. Yeah, I suppose bar owners. Yeah, but bar owners are more arty farty people too.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Because they just like that whole scene. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Life is
Well,
one big party when you're like that, when you work in that industry.
oh, absolutely. But I support them so much because things like tonight, like karaoke night,
Yeah, that's huge.
it's so much unity.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They bring
people that
people together.
people that didn't like each other last night might
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the same song, and all of a sudden they're both singing together on stage, and you're
Yeah.
like, woohoo! This is a freaking unity. It's a
Yeah.
unity tool,
Yeah.
and that's what we need is unity on this planet.
Big time.
Yeah, because all they do is propaganda, division propaganda, and it's not what anyone wants. Like
No.
like
We don't like going to war, but yet, we're taught to honor and obey and blah, blah, blah.
yeah, it's so
No
true.
one would kill their neighbor given the chance.
Not a chance in hell, man. Not a
Mhm.
frickin' chance in hell. Most of us would like to have a potluck party with our neighbor or
Yeah.
go sing some frickin' karaoke and be like, holy shit, man, you're the best harmony for this song. Like, that's what we really are born with.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Hate is taught and it's all propaganda. So as we remove the propaganda, people are going to unite more and more and more and more.
And it's, I don't know that we have to do anything other than light up ourselves and do what makes us light up on the inside. And that's
So
like you
true.
say, it's contagious. It takes over
Absolutely.
the whole world.
Yeah,
And
because people.
we're getting close to the 100 monkey effect, right?
Exactly. People see us being brave, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, well, those motherfuckers are brave. It's my turn to be brave. I can be brave too.
Yeah.
It's a trend setting.
I've been struggling with being brave recently and speaking
Mm-hmm.
up, but it wasn't until, I was making myself sick with stress and worry because I knew in my heart what I wanted. I was too scared to speak up for it.
Absolutely. I can't hold any shit back at all now. Like, I spent my whole life, I was basically like, I'm going to stay under the radar. I'm going to not be highlighted. My whole goal in life was to not be famous.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, Melissa, would you just freaking stop
Be
hiding?
famous.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
I don't want to be famous. I don't want to.
But I was born famous. It's me.
Yeah, right?
And even though I'm not famous like you, no, But I've always, that's so fucking funny you even say that, eh?
Yeah.
Always had this inkling, yeah, I'm going to be famous. Don't know what for, but I'm going to be fucking famous.
Yeah, like I've been giving out hints my whole life. Like, okay, I might be friends with this person, this person, this person. They might completely support my plan, but I was like still hiding, being
Yeah.
discreet. And I'm like, finally, I started doing interviews, and like all last week was like hardcore giant interviews, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll let it out.
Yeah.
Did the interview with like Ray Epps' daughter and the FBI. We had one scheduled with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., but that one got postponed. And then James O'Keefe. I can't believe people don't know James O'Keefe yet. But we did one with him, and he goes hiking with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. So I'm like, okay, finally, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna be a wimp anymore. I will just let him interview me, and I will just say he is the uniter. He is the uniter. Even if these a-holes try to push him out like they pushed out Bernie Sanders, he's a uniter, and we need the spotlight on him because he is bringing up all these subjects that are so important for people to see.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not going to lie. The real plan is to unite Trump and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. so they can expose all the shit together as a team. And then I have like a complete kick-ass solution to implement. And when they're in power, we can start implementing it. It'll remove politics. It'll remove government. It's going to be a transparent. We all make our choices as a collective.
Yeah.
Very
Because
transparent.
we don't need policing. We're policed by the laws of the universe, for God's sake.
Exactly.
We fuck up, we're going to be taken out. Simple as, can't.
Yeah, it's not that hard to take care of each other as a collective. Like literally, there's going to be like you can put a badge on your page every day. We are virtue signalers as the human species. We'll be like, bang, I have that badge. Bang, I have that badge. Bam, I have that badge. We're not going to be like holding back. We'll be like fighting to support each other.
Yeah.
It'll be like, oh, Bob's pothole. Oh shit, man, I want that badge. Damn, it was already paid for. Freaking dang.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out so much better than people think. Because
like you say, there's more, like we produce more than we can ever eat.
Exactly.
And we are abundance itself, like for God's sake. When
so freaking true. So true, man.
That we are the light of this world. Each and every single person on this earth. Like, we just got to light ourselves up, heal ourselves, whatever it takes.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's like seeing through the bullshit, so everyone's kind of getting on board the fact that we absolutely have the power that they tried to take away from us through politics. And it's like we don't need politicians. We don't need government. The collective can do all this shit together with transparency and like literally fight. I'm gonna fight for my pachong. I want to pay for Bob's pothole. Pachong. I want to pay for the pottery class, and it's paid for so quickly that we'll be like, oh, I want that badge. You know, it's like literally.
And there won't be city houses put up anymore. There'll be real buildings.
Exactly. Yeah.
Real buildings that last.
Absolutely.
Not throwaway crap that's designed to be knocked down in 20 years and rebuilt.
Yeah, why would you build something and then everyone's homeless, but there's this empty building? Like, how stupid are these people? It's all about their ego. It's time for Party Earth versus Ego Earth. Ego Earth is going under the down the drain. Bye, Ego Earth.
That's what they want. They can go down the drain with it.
Yeah, it's like, bye, Ego Earth. It's time for Party Earth. And
Yeah.
everyone wants to party. They're just shamed out of it. I'm like, F
Yeah.
off, man. We all love
Exactly.
karaoke. We all want our potluck parties. Oh, one of my songs that I sang tonight was um, Amish Paradise by Weird Al Yankovic. But that is kind of like a part of it. I'm like, we need to have Amish Paradise minus the religion,
Yeah.
minus the creepy rules, but with
Yeah.
bumping tunes.
Everybody helps each other.
Exactly. And we all want to. And we all feel great when we do it.
Exactly.
It's just their propaganda machine shames us out of it. Like, oh, are you vulnerable? Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, Maja Faja. We all feel good when we help each other.
Yeah.
Like what I was saying with the wine ninjas. I used to just drop like plants, a bottle of wine, some plants, and some candles anonymously at people's homes. And then I'd be like, here's some candles, plants, and wine. And I'd drop it at their front door. I'd ring the doorbell. We'd run into the car and we'd drive off. So
Yeah.
nobody knew who was giving you the gift. And we'd be crying in the car. We felt so good about it. Because
That's
there's
right.
no manipulation involved in that.
Yeah. I don't expect anything in return.
Exactly. It was just like, you rock. I love you. Here's a gift for you. And you will never know who gave you this gift. You will never know because I'm not manipulating you. I'm
Real
legitimately
philanthropy.
just sending love.
That's right. Yeah. Real.
Yeah.
And that's one of the most beautiful things about these groups and people speaking up and making these different platforms.
Mm-hmm.
People are able to discuss this. And there are, growing groups of people all over the place.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, there are a lot of people still wandering around in complete blackout lands,
Yeah.
which is like work. But I think a lot of them are just going to wake up all of a sudden.
Yeah. Like at some point, you got to realize what feels good and what doesn't feel good. Because too many people are programmed instead of listening to their gut. Like, oh, my gut feels really freaking good when I do this.
Yeah.
Like the wine ninjas or the garden ninjas, whatever, it makes you feel good. Giving is so much better than receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need the freedom to start doing that because like my main hashtag is from duress to inspiration.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because when you're under duress, you're struggling to look after yourself and figure out how you're going to survive the next day, week, month, whatever. You don't have time to think about helping somebody else when you're under that much pressure all the time.
Yeah, you don't even have time to think about helping yourself.
Mm-mm.
They just like run like laps around our head trying to stop us from like, for example, since grade 2, I have had perpetual free energy. And now, thank God, all these other people came out with it. But a lot of them have been like freaking like cut off and killed. I'm like,
yeah,
who's doing this shit? They need to be stopped.
Yep. The people who run the corporations because they won't make any money if the real thing gets out there.
Exactly. And it's time now. I'm like, it is time for us to just do it at home in private. Don't tell anyone, but give it to your neighbor for free.
Exactly. Spread it slowly.
Yeah. So, yeah, they can go F themselves. Like, enough is enough, man. If anyone is controlling us or handling us or gaslighting us, it's like, this is your children's future. But also because of the reincarnation thing, it's like, do you want that for your future? No. Hey, Maja Faja, if you freaking hijack and cock block the free energy, they're the ones that are going to have to reincarnate to that bullshit.
Like, that's big. You know, I don't want to lose another family member because
Yeah.
once they go to the undertaker, they're trapped in the system and recycled.
Yeah. They don't
That is part of
understand.
the trick.
Yeah. And the fact is, there's so many NDEs now that are finally speaking out that at
Mm-hmm.
some point they're going to have to be like, oh shit, they're actually telling the truth, which we are. And it's like, do you want to be an NDE that goes to the world you created? Or do you want to be an NDE that goes to the world that we're creating?
Yeah.
And same with the walk-ins. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if you're going to die or get killed, like this was my biggest concern, like what do we do with their children? So I was like, okay, all these people that aren't being arrested and aren't being killed for their shit, we'll just bring in walk-ins, so the walk-ins can take care of your children, the walk-ins can nurture your family. So they think they're getting away with all this shit. It's like, no, Maja Faja, your body might still be here, but it's a walk-in that is taking care of your family.
Yeah.
That's why there's so much forgiveness as well. It's like, why am I forgiving this person? It's like, well, they're not here anymore. They've been
Yeah.
replaced with a walk-in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
I
And
know
that dark energy is being taken out.
exactly. Yeah,
The
because
whole
so many.
time manipulation thing. The whole
Yeah.
stars, the sun, the fucking whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah, like
The
so many
court.
people were. Yeah. So many people were worried about their vibrational frequency, and I was like, hey man, it's got nothing to do with depression or being tired or being exhausted or you end up being drained. If you had good vibes, I love you. I want to stand next to you. I want to sit next to you. I don't care if you're tired or depressed or feeling like shit. You still have good vibes. So all these little parasites think that if they make us feel like shit, they're lowering our vibrational frequency. I'm like, no, you're not actually.
No.
You're just being a shithead. And the rest of us still know, and we can still detect good vibes.
Yeah.
I want to be next to you. I want to hug you. I know the good vibes. It's got nothing to do with exhaustion or terrorizing the people with good vibes. None of that shit is going to lower your vibes.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. That's what they thought they were doing. I'm like, no, only being a sketch bag lowers vibes. But they're all going to be stuck together, seeing what they've done. And
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm like, whatever. I'll see you later, alligator.
I kind of feel the same in that regard. We've done
Yeah.
our, hard yards. Enough's enough.
Yeah, we planted every seed. We watched them grow. Like, I don't hate the entire Bible. Most of the Bible is actually really good shit, but the agendas. But
Yeah.
the thing about planting the seeds and the tares, watching them grow up together, it's done. It's a done deal, man.
Yeah.
Anyone who respects the free will of others and would do no harm, don't do to others what you don't want done to you, all those people are coming home with us. We're making our new home. So all the free will violators can go hang out together. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I have no desire to help them anymore.
No. No.
Yeah,
That's changed. Hey, that's a funny thing. Yeah. I think that's part of healing yourself is realizing that even if you wanted to help in that regard, you can't.
Yeah.
The only one you can help is yourself. And like,
yeah,
on the inside.
yeah, and like we're finally learning to stop being enablers and to surround ourselves by our equal vibes. Like Literally, like, it feels like chalk. I mean, like nails on a chalkboard now. If
Yeah.
anyone else wants to hang out with me, I'm like, nope, nope, I just can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't do it. I'm not looking for approval anymore.
No.
I'm like, I can only hang out with good vibes.
I've noticed that. And I think that's what scares me about going into business or doing business. I don't want
Yeah,
to be with those fake people. I don't want to be a part of that scene.
so
It's not me.
true.
It's
I
not
always
me.
feel exploited. I always
Yeah.
feel exploited.
I'm
Like,
too honest to be there.
yeah. Yeah, like
It's how to defend people.
I know, right? Defender and the innocent. Yeah, like there's this lady that wants to do a mural of my profile picture and blah blah blah, and then she's like, I will send you the e-transfer for the money before we start the mural. I'm like, I don't trust you, man. Like, I'm not sending you my email or any of that shit. Do the mural, and then if I look at it and I approve, then I will send you my information. But
Yeah.
I literally don't trust anyone anymore.
Not worth it.
Hi, Booby.
They're all going
Hi,
through
the Booby. What's going on? Is there a kangaroo outside again or something?
Probably.
Hi, Boo Boo. Hi, Puppy.
I don't. Oh, boof, boof, boof. Charlie boy. Yeah.
What's going on?
Looking child. He's naughty. He's a dunce.
No, he's a grifter. They're like in a grifter family. I'm like, hi, you're all grifters. And
Yeah.
people weren't smart enough to see it back then, but they're literally all grifters. Just as bad as Gregory Hallett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to mute myself for a second while I tinkle.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah, okay. I can't see any kangaroos outside. Just puppy dogs and a bunny rabbit. The moon. There's a little bit of crap in the sky. Oh, it'd be so cool if I got to see an orb again tonight.
Hi, I'm back. Okay,
Yeah.
there's this show.
Yeah.
It's called God's Favorite Idiot.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, and it describes so much of all the shit we've been doing by an accident. We have unintentionally like driving around in my car, and there's a light in there.
Yeah.
That's not from the car.
That's what it's so funny you say that, because that's how life seems. Very
Yeah.
accidental, but wow, couldn't have worked that out better. You know, couldn't have done that if I tried. But I obviously made that happen. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like I didn't put a light in my freaking car.
That's right.
I can't drive. I can't drive if there was a light in my car. But yeah, it's called God's Favorite Idiot. And this guy starts glowing, but he doesn't know. And then people see him doing it by an accident, kind of like me driving in my car.
Yeah.
And then so they take a video of him and it goes viral and he's like, oh, shitballs. But his girlfriend's like such a sweetheart. She's like snorting cocaine and blah, 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 and all this other shit. And it's like, I'm sorry, we're not here to judge each other for free will choices. So his girlfriend was like highlighted as the biggest sweetheart on the planet, even though she's doing all the shit that religion would judge you for. Yeah, it's a free will
Big
planet,
time.
Masha.
That's right. We're allowed. We're allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone has to stop following religion because the only rules are supposed to be do no harm, do not violate the free will of others. Oops, and do nothing to someone else that you don't want done to you. That's the only rules. Everything else was grifters starting bullshit to get followers and make a cult. The first cult was Christianity.
Yeah.
Like, if you die, you've died and come back. Yeah, like all of us NDE people, it's like, I already met the Jesus person, and he said you're all full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
I need to have more memory. I don't know how. Right? When I broke my neck, I still can't remember the accident. I remember right up to the point I hit the dirt,
yeah,
and then it's complete blackness. And like, I've had multiple accidents, been through windscreens of cars, no memory, block out.
yeah,
But the neck break, I still can't remember. And I'm
yeah.
like, what's blocking that? There's got to be something that I haven't, tapped into.
You must have made a deal. Like, I don't want to remember this bullshit. This is horrible. And they're like, okay, I love you, Moja Fudja, but you got to go back and help spread the message that we are all supposed to be free will spirits.
Like I did that in 2006 was when that accident happened.
Okay.
And I don't think I got out the wheelchair until around 2014.
Oh, shit, that's a long time. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a while. Yeah, but there was a I don't know, like a time warp.
Yeah.
And I've never been able to explain it. But
No, I
when you
understand
said
that.
about the whole 2012,
Yes.
I went, ooh, wait a minute, that sort of kind of fucking makes sense.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
that.
if I could just get my memory back of this, I might be able to piece together where I was in that time. Because I get a feeling I wasn't even here.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it pissed me off so much when
Or
that
I feel
guy
like
tried to
it was
exploit me.
a parallel universe that this one is. It's like when I broke my neck, I left that actual world.
Yeah, exactly. Like I
And
was trying
everything
to
in that. And this one's a different one.
like I was trying to say what happened was in 2012 we were hit by the comet and then we didn't do a reset, we did a rewind. Because
Yeah.
we're like, holy shit balls, these people need more time, they need more explanations, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Because everyone was so
And it's like
propagandized.
my life picked up again from that point forward. It started
Yeah.
to, right? But there's this however many year period that just disappeared.
Yes. It's because we did a rewind.
Yeah.
We didn't do a reset, we did a rewind.
Yeah.
And I made the proof by saying, okay, my ex name was I am your father.
Yeah.
So that was my one proof that they keep freaking censoring. I was like, I am your father. It changed to no, I am your father. And everyone knows it never said no, I am your father. That was like my biggest accomplishment in the ether was changing that one thing because no one can deny that. I'm like, hi, I'm not making this shit up. It's the truth. And pretty much everyone knows that one movie line where I was like, okay, I'm going to prove that I did a rewind. Me and my 50 friends, we did a rewind because we wanted you guys to have more information and wake up.
Fuck, Lala. Wow. You know,
Yeah. It's like the more the merrier. I didn't want to be alone because when that comet hit, there was like no one was left. And I was like, hold the freaking show, man. We need them to get this information so we
what I
have more
do.
people.
That means I remember, but I've blocked out the memory of that whole fucking what.
I know a lot of people, it triggers their memory like, holy shit, I do remember Planet Mud. I do remember the comet hitting. And then what the
Yeah,
frick happened? I'm like, okay,
yeah.
hold
That's
the
what I'm
show.
starting to go, whoa. I think, oh, yeah. Be
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, like above top secret where you should say whatever the hell you want. They were blocking, like I was censored on above top secret for all these years. I'm like, holy shitballs. That's the one place where you can say whatever whacked out shit you want to say.
Yeah.
Nope. They kept blocking me and banning me. I'm like, that.
What the fuck?
So messed up.
Yeah,
Like,
it's messed up big time.
you can be a
And the
complete
fact
nut
that it
job on
keeps
there.
happening.
Yeah, it's like you can be a complete nut job on that site. Oh, not me though. I'm not allowed to say anything. I'm like, would you guys F off and quit
You know
censoring me?
what's the most powerful of your videos? It's your
Mm-hmm.
bloody art, where you're actually doing the artwork.
Oh, thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
whoa.
Yeah, I'm trying to
There. Whoa.
trying to like stealthily
That's smart.
portray a truth without being censored.
Exactly, and that does it so beautifully.
Oh, I'm glad you guys see
Skating
it.
Yowie. Because we were talking that day, and skating Yowie was what I saw. Like,
Awesome.
landing on ice. Ripping
Woo,
it up
woo,
down
woo,
here.
woo. Yeah,
So cool.
I've been doing
Yeah.
verbal charades for
Skating
like
over
50
their
years.
graves. Yeah.
Ooh, 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 pate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've literally been doing verbal charades for my whole life because I've been censored. Like when you're a kid, they censor you by saying, I'm gonna kill your mom. I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill your dog. Blah blah blah. So they stop you from talking. And then you actually watch some people get killed. So I was like,
Yeah.
how do I say all this shit without being censored? So I started doing verbal charades. And then they censor me so much that I had to start doing art because that was the only way to get some shit out with them having no idea what I'm saying.
Exactly. A picture says 1,000 words.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's why they use symbolism to control people. And it's
Yeah.
the
People,
best tool to use against them.
yeah. And they have no idea what they're bowing
Yeah,
down to.
because
I'm
it's
like,
open to interpretation. Oh, and only spirit can do that. Yeah.
exactly. They don't even realize that the
They're dead on the
NDEs,
inside. Their spirit's not even here.
yeah, like the FBI and all these other people, they know that the NDEs are the near death experiences. That is the dead coming back to life. It's not Michael Jackson's Thriller. It's not
No.
Grandpa coming back. It's the near death experiences. Those are like millions now that everyone needs to listen to. It's like, hi, I came back from the ether. I'm sorry, I'm a gong show, but blah, 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 blah. So thank God everyone finally came out of the closet.
Well, that was the thing. When I found that Jeff Mara podcast, that's what opened. I mean, I got addicted to that
Yeah.
because it was like, whoa, I'm getting some people come on that are going, saying things that I agree with, that I know, that I know, that I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
It's like,
this is
you can't
cool.
deny it.
You can't
It's like,
deny it.
yeah,
Yeah, it was powerful. And then
absolutely.
some, smaller groups. But then also with the groups, I'd watch or be a part of for a moment and then go, yeah, no, that's not where I'm at.
They're just exploiting
Yes.
us. Yeah,
Yep.
they're trying to grift.
Grift. Yep. And there's a lot
Grifters.
of people that are trying to make money off this whole situation. I don't
Yeah, it's
agree with that.
ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Right, because it's not all about that. Yeah, and it makes no sense. So yeah, I've got to stay away from that crowd. That's all fake fucking bullshit.
It is. They make themselves look stupid because they're literally like repeating word for word what we said in a private conversation. I'm like calling out bullshit. I'm like, you are full of shit, man. You're trying to sell a course or a book or freaking
Yeah,
everyone come to my little cult. It's like
yeah.
F
And I'll
you
give
and your
you the
stupid
clues.
cult.
Never get
Yeah.
anywhere. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
That's no different than going to church and believing what the preacher tells you.
Exactly. Exactly. So true. And
I
like
think
I
we've
said,
all been preached to far too much already.
yeah, and like I said, like the Bible has so much truth in it, which sucks us in, but it was infiltrated with a bunch of agendas, like
Yeah,
follow the government instead of yourself. No, Jesus said the truth is within, the truth is in your heart, the kingdom is within you. So that means listen to your freaking intuition, Maja Faja.
yeah, and we've been made to feel and judge ourselves as being bad with all these rules. Not only that, judge everybody else as being bad as well.
Yeah, it's a division tactics.
Yeah, automatic
Yeah,
response people as well is to judge people that don't do the same as them.
yeah. And then they started the gaslighting with the mental health system.
Yeah.
So they kidnap people who are telling you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm going to kidnap you and terrorize you so you don't tell the truth. It's like, are you
You know how
freaking
many smart people
stupid?
I met in psychiatric ward when I was locked in
Exactly.
there for 3 weeks or whatever it was? Oh wow, some of the smartest people ever.
Yeah, exactly. I was kidnapped into that for like 10 days. And thank God I have all the media, like the alternate media on my side. They were like, no, you're going to let her out now or we're going to just go live with this. And I was like, yeah, we are the media now, Maja Faja.
Yeah.
So F off with your mainstream media. There's millions of us that have stuck together with our alternate media, like what we're doing right now. So all of a sudden, their hands are tied. And fortunately, a lot of people who were put under duress into those systems are like, no, I'm not going to support that bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to have integrity. Like that FBI show I was on the other day, that was my main message. I was like, guys, don't leave your job. Don't let them push you out.
That one.
Yeah, everybody with integrity, stick together, man.
Mm-hmm.
Push out the freaking idiots. Push out the hall monitors. Because we all need each other, man.
Exactly.
It's their children's future too. Like they care about their children. Well, hell, so do we. We're trying to help your children. Also, the reincarnation thing. It's like, which world did you want to reincarnate into? A one that's totally lacks free will, or one that is like, hey man, the collective votes on everything with our dollars.
Yeah.
We're not going to reincarnate into this fascist bullshit. They are, but we will reincarnate into what we freaking support. And even Jesus supported reincarnation, but all the Bible agendas, they just kind of bullshit hide that stuff. Because when you learn Hebrew, that's why I love J Dreamers and people like that. I'm like, when you learn Hebrew, each letter in Hebrew has a different meaning. So when you put all those letters together, a simple word has nothing to do with what religion says, has nothing to do with what the Bible says. I'm like, this means completely the opposite. The transliteration is basically saying what Jesus says. And all of his disciples were grifters that were exploiting Jesus. I'm like, oh, hi, you're exploiting Jesus to inject your own agenda.
Yeah.
Your agenda is supporting being
That's
ruled
New
by
Age
man.
group.
Yeah. And the thing is that was the fall of man, was accepting man's authority over God's. It's like, no, God, your conscience, your freaking intuition has authority, not freaking outside influences. And that's exactly what the fall of Adam and Eve and all that other shit was. It wasn't eating an apple, it was accepting man's authority over God's. And
Yeah.
the truth is in your heart, the kingdom is within. So they can all go suck a freaking egg.
Yeah.
Go suck an egg, man. They're full of shit if they think we should listen to them.
That's so true.
Yeah, and we're getting there, man. We're getting there. Like
Definitely.
I can't believe like okay, I looked like a crazy person for like the last 4 years. I was like, yeah, I'm friends with James O'Keefe. James O'Keefe, Trump, Kevin Trump, Donald Trump Jr. Oh, I mean Eric Trump. I was like kidnapped for 10 days into a institution, and Black Sheep Media and those guys kept sending pictures to the people that were holding me hostage. And that's how I got out. Because they're like, hey, man, we know where she is. Let her freaking out. Because they were terrorizing me in there. Basically, I was actually, no one had, you know how when you go in the hospital, you have like a medical ID bracelet? Nobody had a medical ID bracelet. So it was basically like a terrorism plan. So
Funny you say that. They don't do that, do they? Fuck.
it was terrifying, but I also knew that everyone was watching out for me. I'm like, okay, I got Black Sheep Media, I got freaking the Melania Trump is on my side. All these really big people are on my side, but I was like terrified because I didn't want to stand out yet. I was like, I want to go to karaoke. I want to go to Walmart in my pajamas. Like my whole life goal was to not stand out and to not be famous or any shit. So I'm still trying to be on the down low as much as I can. But the Robert F. Kennedy Jr., we're supposed to do that interview last week. We're probably going to do it this week. But at least I'm only Melissa Mouse or Lala.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to like make people have the cognitive dissonance and separate me from the message. I'm like, I'm trying to be like karaoke person in my pajamas. I don't want to be famous. So we're helping. Everyone's helping. Yeah. But we have like a good team now. I'm like, okay, if everyone can listen to Robert Kennedy Jr., he's helping Australia so much. So he is like highlighting so many things that would never get looked at. So I'm like, we need his spotlight to shine really bright right now. And then Melania, she was implementing so many good things in like the whole, if you can look at the archives of the White House, she implemented so many wonderful things for like Aboriginal people, First Nations, everything. And then they got cut off abruptly by this hijacking. But the thing is that the USA leads the world. So they set the precedence. So if we can get them back and they set the precedence, then we can implement the free will, transparency, Yeah, it's like I learned this from the ether. It's not my idea. I'm like, hi, hi. I know the quantum financial weaning, not from frickin' me. I didn't come up with this. It's the most brilliant plan I've ever heard in my life. But it wasn't my plan. It was the ether plan because most of us are ready to graduate to the new earth, which
Yeah, we
means,
don't need money.
yeah, it's free will again. Hi, free will. Free
Yeah,
will matters.
help each other.
Yeah, so
Learn about people again. We get to have fun again. Not stress about having to impress people all the time and try and keep up appearances.
exactly. And like, I should be able to just ride in the back of a frickin' pickup truck if I want. If
Yeah.
I want to go to the beach and I go below the tide because I respect Mother Nature, I will light my fire below the tide line. So even if I'm an idiot that doesn't put it out properly, the tide will put my fire out. Like, there's so many things we can do to not be freaking regulated. It's freaking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
damn right.
Hmm.
We regulate ourselves.
Exactly. We're not stupid. We're not children.
Nobody is. And even children aren't stupid. We weren't stupid when
Exactly.
we were kids.
Yep.
We knew
And
when we'd gone too far and we pulled ourselves up.
yep. And the new kids coming in, all the ones with good parents, they don't have the memory wipe. They came fresh from the ether. They have the free energy. They have all the most brilliant plans for us. And I'm like, okay, can we just listen to the children, please? Because they came right out of the ether and they haven't had a memory wipe.
Smarter than us.
Yeah. So it's like, I've been trying to say this for 50 years, but please listen to the new kids. Don't frickin' inject them with heavy metals so they have a memory wipe because they have so much good shit for us. We won't just have free energy, but we'll have like the Ethernet. The Ethernet. The Ethernet is like basically telepathy. I've been trying like,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm like, I've been just trying to let this part happen.
We're all connected by water and, it holds memory.
Yes.
We're all
Absolutely.
connected. We affect cells. The cells in our body affect the cells in your body. Blah, blah, blah.
Mhm.
That's how we talk to each other.
Absolutely. Like every time I sit in the hot tub or go to the pool or the lake or the beach, I sit in the water and I kind of give it like a hug, like that same feeling when you're hugging a puppy or a kitten and you feel that love. I send the water that love and I'm like, can you please send this to every piece of water, every single molecule that contains water? Let's send it the same puppy or kitten hug because that heals everyone so quickly.
Yeah.
That's the right frequency.
Yeah.
And then, like nights like tonight, where I'm at karaoke and drunk Melissa's out, I will be like, okay, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna send this hug feeling to all the other karaoke people or whoever.
Yeah.
And like the Dr. Emoto experiment, it freaking works. Like
Yeah, mad it does.
it does. Like my freaking grapefruit experiment. I'm like, I have brand new grapefruits again. They never will rot. They will never go bad. And then all of a sudden, trees start growing out of my grapefruits because they're so healthy. And then if a creep show comes to my house, all of a sudden, all the fruit, not all the fruit, one piece of fruit as a warning will rot.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? I love you. And it's like, oh, I let a sketch bag in my house because their frequency makes fruit go rotten. It makes fruit die. But in our world, in our new freaking earth, things don't freaking rot or die. That's not natural. That is a curse. It's a
It
curse
is.
that it's not real. I'm
Yep.
like, okay, what freaking grapefruits that last for like 4 years? because I removed that curse. I'm like, I will send you a hug and a love like a puppy. I love you. You're like my puppy, my grapefruit or my orange or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
So it doesn't rot. It doesn't die. It makes a new tree. Yeah, it's actual science. Hi, do you want to see the real science? I will show you the freaking results. But we're still getting censored, but that shit's gotta go out the window soon, I hope.
I hope so too.
Yeah, like
There are more people connecting on a daily basis now. Like in these,
absolutely. They're
you
fighting a
know,
losing battle.
big time.
Yeah, because we're all just going to the more free speech areas, and they're literally sabotaging themselves by censoring us at this point.
Yeah. Ground level, we don't need social media. We're
Yeah.
talking to people in the streets.
Hmm.
That's how far this has spread. You know?
Absolutely. Like we just need to hug each other, and that information spreads faster, like the 100th monkey effect. It's like I'll hug someone, and they all of a sudden get it.
As you walk past them, instead of being
Yeah.
in your own bullshit. You know, just smile.
Yeah.
Smile. Stick out chick. Take it
It's
out.
so
Ask
true.
them how they feel. Yeah. It makes so much difference to how people feel.
It does. Like literally, if you hug someone now, all of a sudden they get all of your information. Like this is a new thing that just popped in, but I will hug you, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter if you censor me anymore, because the 100th monkey effect is kicking in hardcore.
It is.
Yeah,
Definitely feel that.
it's so fun. I freaking love it. I'm like, I can do my verbal charades all day long, and no one knows what I'm saying if you read it.
Yeah.
But everyone knows what I'm saying if you're part of the 100th monkey effect.
That's right.
Yeah.
Big time.
Okay, my love of my life. Should we end our stream for now? I don't know how to do it.
No,
I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I'll press some more comments.
Yeah, I missed like the first 2 hours because I was at karaoke, but.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
It
was a great night.
Get out. See, I have no social life at the moment. But that'll change.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I guess we should bounce out and maybe hang out again in a couple days after I do that RFK Jr. thing. Cool. It's gonna make me nervous. I'm gonna drink like a fish again after that because it's a lot of pressure that people don't realize. I'm like, my whole life, my goal was to be under the radar, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm not under the radar anymore. No. But I can handle it now.
I kind of feel the same. I don't want to make that step out into the spotlight yet.
Yeah, I know.
I know it's coming.
Yeah. I accidentally let myself there, but it's time.
Like same in a local scale. You know.
I know.
I'm going lucky to reemerge as the real me. People have never met that person yet.
Yeah.
And you know, they're gonna get a shock.
Yeah, they kind of shit on us and disrespected us all this time. And it's like, hey man, I was under the radar just so you would feel comfortable, but now I'm out of the radar. Yeah. And all these little trolls are gonna feel really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely feel really stupid, but we tried. We tried to protect the trolls from themselves.
Well, it's natural being like that, an empath, or that's Yeah, it's an innate quality. You want to help other people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna love you and leave you.
I will press the leave button. I'll just, yeah, I don't
I know. I don't want to press the leave button, but I gotta
Yeah.
tinkle and do a bunch of stuff. But we should talk again soon.
Yeah,
And
we
I'm
will.
gonna need your guys' support after I do that
Oh.
next interview.
Big time. We'll be there.
Okay. Thank
We'll have a
you.
big chat.
Absolutely, yeah. I need just like hug and backup because it's like
Yeah.
it's very intimidating.
Oh, big
But
time.
I can't avoid it anymore. Like I avoided it for as long as I could.
Yeah. No, time to speak about that.
Yeah.
Let's get this show on the road for reals.
Okie dokie. Good plan, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love you.
you.
Have a good night.
You too. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Bye.